Hello, you lovely people. How the devil are ya? Are you all alright? Can somebody just let me know whether whether I can be heard? How is the sound? Okay. Um. So, before we start, I I just wanna say that sorry there have not been um any streams for the last few Grand Prix. I've just not had the time with doctor's appointments and all that. So but today I thought we try and do about an hour before before the free practice 3 of the Mexico City Grand Prix. Yeah. Hi, Bo. You all right? Nice to see you in the chat again. And yeah, I'm glad you like my jacket. Yeah, yeah. You know, you know who I'm supporting, don't you? This weekend. No, on a serious note, how is everyone? All right. Um, did did we all enjoy the sorry, did we all enjoy the um US Grand Prix last weekend? Um I I certainly enjoyed it. Um you know, I think it was a brilliant race by Max Verstappen, and on the occasion of last weekend, him winning, I think it was a fitting tribute to Didi Matuschitz, who sadly passed away at the age of 78. Um, Last Saturday it would have been, wouldn't it? Because I only found out the tragic news about his death when I came back from football with my mate Warren. Because I went to Stoke to watch Stoke City Football Club versus Coventry. It's the championship. Unfortunately, we lost 2-0, but big shout out goes to Warren and Stoke City Football Club. They always well accommodating and always give us great seats. So what I thought we'd talk about today is I would like to talk about our thoughts, your thoughts, and my thoughts for the the um the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend. Then I also would like to talk about Perez, and for obvious reasons, obviously it's his home Grand Prix in it. And then finally, I would like to finish off I would like to finish off talking about Red Bull. You know, given that the Diddy Mat Didrich Mateschitz has passed away. Do keep it clean in the chat. And you know, because we are all at F1 fans at the end of the day. And then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, you know. But I'm looking to do about an hour in total of the stream. So let's just get started. So I mean, I'm really looking forward to this weekend's Mexican Grand Prix because I actually went to Mexico with my mum and my stepdad back in it would have been just before I did my A levels. I actually went to Mexico, and I actually really enjoyed it. Going there, I think it's a beautiful country. But obviously the Grand Prix track wasn't there. You know, I didn't. I mean, I'm not sure whether it was there, but you know, obviously I didn't see it. But I mean, I'm really looking forward to it because I think now that both titles have been kind of won, I think Red Bull are a lot. You know, I wouldn't say they are relaxed, but I think you know that it would be nice if Sergio Perez could was allowed to win or fight for the win. Fight for the win with Max Verstappen. I think given that both titles are both constructors and drivers titles are done now, you know, I think it would be nice if they prioritized Sergio Perez to win his home Grand Prix. I mean, he's done it before, so I think it would be nice if he can, if they could help him to repeat that. But do you guys think? Do you think they could? They Red Bull are going to do that, or do you reckon they they're going to let Max and Sergio fight it out on the track, and whoever takes the win, you know, whoever takes the win wins. Let me know in the comments in the chat what you think. As I said, I think they should not gift I mean, I'm not saying gift Sergio Perez the win, but I reckon that they should let him fight for the championship, for the win rather, for the win, not the championship. I mean, the championship is already done. You know, but you know, I think it would be a nice gesture of, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, um, Max has already got the title. They've both got they've Red Bull have got both championships sewn up now. Sewn up now. I think they can afford to support Checo for this 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 race at least, because I think he's been a tremendous support for Max. I think you know I don't think he it's fair to call him Max's water boy, but I I think Sergio Perez is one of the best teammates any driver can have, because he's just an awesome team player. Um, and I think it would be nice if Red Bull actually support him now that the championship is done. Because I think it would mean a hell of a lot to him for him to win his home Grand Prix. Is always something special. Um, but we shall have to wait and see. I hope that both of them are gonna keep it clean if they do fight for the for the victory. I hope we're not gonna have a similar situation we had with Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel. Was it in Turkey? Was it in Turkey? The incident. I mean, didn't you? The multi 2021. I hope that's not gonna happen, but you never know. Um, but what do you think? Um, do you think Red Bull is going to allow Sergio Perez to actually win his home Grand Prix, or not? Let me know what you guys think. Um, I think it would be great. I think it would be great. Um, you know, um, and I also think that Sergio Perez is going to be at Red Bull for the long term now, because I mean a there was a Yeah, the fans might want it, but that is is Max does Max Verstappen want it? I mean, you never he they are racing drivers after all, you know what I mean? So one has to bear in mind that you know they don't like to give races away, so wins away. Well, I mean, we saw that with Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel in the incident. I mean, was it what? It was in Turkey, wasn't it? Turkey 2013, wasn't it? We all saw how sour that went. Their relationship went afterwards, but I think. I mean, what do you think about Sergio Perez? Do you think he's at Red Bull for the long term, or do you reckon they he's he's his future is in doubt? I was in two minds about it, to be honest, because I am before Singapore. I really thought that that Red Bull were gonna replace Sergio Perez, but since he won in Singapore, I think that's out the window now, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, how long do you reckon he can still be in Formula One? I mean, he is 30. How old is he now? 31, 32, or something around there. Um, how long do you reckon he can still be in Formula One? I mean, I think he's got at least another 5 years in Formula One. Um, maybe even more because you know there's there's rumors that Hulkenberg is coming back to Formula One with Haas, and he is 30. He is 35 already, and Fernando Alonso has just recently signed a 2-year deal with Aston Martin. So I think age doesn't really matter as long as the drivers are fit enough and want it enough. I think they they can drive the car, and I think um, I agree with you. I think Sergio is going to be uh, at Red Bull long term. I don't think he can ever win a championship, unfortunately. But that don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love nothing more than to see Sergio going for a championship. However, I think that's not. He is not that type of caliber driver. I think he's got he hasn't got the killer instinct consistently. I think Max. Uh, I think Max is ruthless. I think he is. I think he has clearly demonstrated that he knows how to drive a car, drive a Formula One car. I mean, Sergio has demonstrated that as well by winning. How many Grand Prix has he won now? 4. I think it was on it 4 Grand Prix. So I think Sergio is definitely there to pick up the pieces if Max Verstappen can't finish the race. So but we've got to wait and see what happens, don't we? I mean, I think I'm a bit worried about the future of Red Bull and AlphaTauri as a whole, really, because obviously, the Drimatoshits passed away. Does anybody have any idea who is going to take over from running being in charge of the empire he left behind? Because as far as I know, and I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong here, but as far as I know, the Matushits was co-owner on it, was the co-owner. So is it all going to his son and family, or what? Or is it going to the his co-founder in his co-founder in Thailand? Does anybody know? I just hope they're gonna stay in Formula One. I've got no doubt that a solution will be found, but I'm just amazed how much the Red Bull have achieved, since entering Formula One. And don't forget, the first driver who was sponsored by Red Bull was Gerhard Berger, I do believe. And then we had the Sauber team. The Red Bull was the title sponsor for Sauber for ages before acquiring the Jaguar team and rebranding it in 2005 was it? And then shortly after that, they acquired Minardi, You know, we and renamed it Toro Rosso, which means Red Bull in Italian. And we obviously know that that now it's rebranded as iFattori, their clothing brand. So you know, and I think whether you like Red Bull or not, you know, whether you're a supporter of Red Bull or not, you have you have to you definitely have to be admire and give credit where credit is due um for what um they, i.e. Dietrich Mateschitz has done, um has managed to achieve. I mean, that is there's no question that what he's achieved is amazing. Um, I just, I just, hiya, hiya, you're right. Cheers for joining. Oh yeah, so, I hope you're all right, mate. Um, I hope you're all right. Yeah, I was just giving my thoughts about Red Bull and how, yeah. So what do you guys think about Red Bull? What do you think is going to happen to them? And uh, whether they, I mean, obviously, they are going to stay in F1, aren't they? I hope so. Um, so, yeah, um, you know, whether you like Red Bull or not, you've got to admire what they've managed to achieve. Um, and I I remember when I remember thinking that um that I mean I remember being very skeptical when they first came into Red Formula One because all I knew about Red Bull at the time was that they was creating energy drinks and that they was creating energy drinks and sports events, but I didn't quite think um that they would one day be uh multiple world champions with drivers and constructors. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely watch the qualifying. That's why I mean, that's why I so I do a quick 1 hour live stream, or you know, about 1 hour live stream beforehand because I knew that I didn't have um I knew that I didn't do um a live stream for a long time, so I thought to today I do one because I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. But where are you gonna watch it? Where are you guys gonna watch qualifying? Um, Um, are you work, or are you at home, or where are you gonna watch qualifying? I'm gonna be watching it um on my computer, as I always do. Why can you only watch the highlights? Why can you only watch the highlights? Um, oh, that's gonna be that's the that's gonna be either a very late night for you, or a very early start. So which one is it gonna be? An early night, or um an early start? Or will you just not bother to go to bed until free practice 3 and um qualifying have finished? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll um I'll watch it as well. I mean, yesterday I did the mistake of because I'm in the UK, and I did the mistake of setting the alarm for 22 10:45 p.m. instead of uh 9:45, so I missed about an hour. But luckily, in a way, I mean, not luckily, but I mean, the Leclerc had a massive um had a bit of an off, and that in free practice 2, which was Pirelli tire test, and they had quite they had about a 45-minute delay, was it? They 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 yeah. So I'll be watching it. Um. So you didn't watch free practice this time? No, I watch free practice when I can. I really do. Um, I I'm just Formula One mad. I really love Formula One, as you probably can tell. Um, um, what's the time in Malaysia at the minute? Um, here in the UK, it's 5 4 minutes past 4 p.m. Oh, yep, yep. So you know, I um, I even I even wake up in the middle of the night for races. Um, if it's really early, I'll watch it in bed on my iPad. but I normally tend to watch it because I really enjoy Formula One. So so what do you guys think about the future of the AlphaTauri and Red Bull? Yeah. Um. What do you guys think is going to happen to Red Bull? Um. Do you think? I've got a sneaking feeling that. I mean, that has the has has the penalty for overspending, has that been reserved now, or what is um has the penalty been given yet, or does anybody know? I heard something about $7 million or something, and 10% reduction time in the CFD. I mean, well, what? Oh, yeah. I mean, to be honest, is yeah. Um, I think I think the budget cap should be should I mean I think personally I think the budget cap can never be fully policed. Um, and if they are gonna police, if they are going to have a budget cap, then then they can't have 5% leeway or whatever it is. Either have a budget cap or don't have a budget cap. As far as I'm concerned, yes, the budget cap is well intended, and it's the sort of the idea behind it is great, but I can't see it. I can't see how it can be policed because, for example, Red Bull, um, they've got two teams effectively. They've got they've got um Red Bull Racing, which is the main one, and they've got AlphaTauri. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, that's going that's going to take ages. And also, I can't see it being policed because, as I said, um, AlphaTauri and Red Bull are owned by the same organization. So what is to stop AlphaTauri doing some research for Red Bull and Red Bull doing some research for AlphaTauri? And who is to say that what I'm saying? I think it's very hard to police, and I fear I think the intention is great, but I don't think it's I don't think they can work it out. And I don't think you know, I mean, I was watching a German YouTube channel, um, you know, and he, they were saying, even they was debating whether it was it was done deliberately or whether it was done accidentally. Um, you know, I I mean, I would hate to think. I would hate to think that that Red Bull um did it deliberately. I mean, I'm not saying they did, but you know, um, I'm not saying they did, but you know, it, it's all a bit dodgy. Um, so on the other hand, the budget cap is a good, might be a good thing because it can show, it forces the engineers to show what they can do with limited resources. Um, on the other hand, it might even deter other manufacturers to come into the sport. You know, so I don't know what to think about the budget cap, to be honest. Um, but so what do you guys think? Do you think the budget cap will be scrapped, or do you think it's here to stay? I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past. Um, I wouldn't bet against it being scrapped because I think it's too hard to police. But that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. And um, who is going to be the main threat with to Max next year? I reckon it's going to be Lewis. I think next year Lewis Hamilton will will um Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes will put any put all their thing in one. Um, that I think they will put any all their resources behind Lewis Hamilton to give him that title. Um, I think it may be. I think the budget cap may be scrapped. But one never knows. Um, do I think uh, do I think Merck will get a win this year? I don't know. I hope so. Um, whether it's Lewis Hamilton or Russell, it's hard to say, but I would love Hamilton to win. Because that would keep his uh, streak of one win per season in every season. Formula One season he's competed in alive. I don't think budget cap will be scrapped. I think I don't think Ferrari is going to be a threat to Red Bull or Max and Max next year, because they need to sort out their strategy. I mean, I I think I think I agree with you. I think um, I was really buzzing when Sebastian Vettel led um, in Austin for a little while. I was really buzzing, and I went absolutely wild. I mean, that, but I'm not too sure whether he's gonna get a podium before he retires. Um, if you haven't done so already, by the way, um, I have also made a video about the possibility, what the chances are that he will come back with Audi next, with Audi in 2026. For some reason, that video has gone through the roof, and I don't know why. Somebody within the knowledge, please explain to me why that video is doing so well. I uploaded that about about 1.5 days ago now, and it's got something like 800 plus views already. So for some reason, that is doing really well. So somebody please check it out and tell me why it's doing so well. Um, yeah. Um, Se- um, Seb, I think Seb is done. Having said that, um, I think I also never thought that Michael Schumacher was going to come back with Mercedes in 2010 for 3 seasons. I think he was done when he retired at the end of um, 2006 with Ferrari. So I wouldn't put it past. Uh, so I was wrong then, and um, 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 but I think with Seb, he could. I think with Seb, it's final. I think with Seb, he's got too much going for himself outside. Having said that, and this is where I wish Formula One had a wild card system, um, just like MotoGP has. Because he has stated that he would consider to come out of retirement for. I think, yes, Seb has stated that he will come out of retirement. He would come out of retirement for Suzuka. I mean, I can understand why. I mean, did you see? Did any of you see the social media the team put out? The Aston Martin team put out. Somehow, somehow, um, um, Japanese fan managed to make himself look like Sebastian Vettel with the helmet replica and everything. I think that was pretty awesome. I think that was pretty awesome. But as far as a full comeback, I don't think it 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 it's going to happen for Seb. As much as I would love to, because I think I know he's going to be um sorely missed, because Seb is one of the nicest uh, guys that I have had the pleasure of, um, you know, I've had the pleasure to interview him, and he is this he has stayed as normal as one can be, um, despite being a Formula One uh, quadruple world champion. I mean, he's very humble, very, very. I just enjoyed talking to him, and I will shed a tear in when it comes to the last lap in Abu Dhabi, because he's just epic. But I would love to see him back in Formula One in a kind of advisory role or ambassador role. And I'm hoping that he is 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 going to stay connected to Aston Martin Formula One team in one way or the other. Even though I must stress, I've got no um, I've got no I've got no information on that one. This is just what I'm thinking. Uh, so uh, this is just what I'm thinking. Yeah, Seb as race director, well, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Somehow I don't think it's gonna happen, even though I think he would be brilliant in doing it, because he's done a lot of he's won 4 world championship, and he's he's raced over 300 Grand Prix. I do, if I'm not very much mistaken in it. So I think him. I really hope he's gonna be staying connected. Uh, yeah, I think in one way or the other. At least I hope so. He could, at least I hope he could um he could he's going to remain with the team in some capacity, because he's just awesome. But as I said, I've got no. This is just purely what I feel as a fan, and as a Formula One fan. Even though I wear the attire, the team attire, I'm not. I'm not. I've got no insider knowledge, so this is just what I'm the feelings I'm getting. Um, but I mean, maybe he joins. He helps. He joins the Aston Martin as a maybe after three years away from the sport, or 2 years away from the sport. He gets he gets into the car, and then gets hooked again, just like Michael Schumacher did. And maybe, God forbid, any of the drivers, regular race drivers, can't race for any reason. Maybe he maybe the team could persuade him to uh, do a super sub like Nico Hülkenberg has done on now four occasions. Um, you know, but that's just wishful thinking. But let's just enjoy the last three races we've got with Seb, and because it's all coming to an end with Seb after Abu Dhabi. So whatever he does in the future, I think he's going to be great at. And what I found really cool with from the team is from Aston Martin actually is the fact that they have allowed Seb to run a tribute helmet to Dietrich Mateschitz this weekend. Because effectively they've got the Red Bull brand. He's got the Red Bull brand on his helmet. So, but I think it's a really cool gesture, that they allowed him to do it, and I think it shows how much respect both Seb and Aston Martin have for what Dietrich Mateschitz has done for the sport. Because whether you like Red Bull or not, whether you're a fan of Red Bull or not, and I must say, I'm not the greatest fan of Red Bull, but there's no denying in what Dietrich Mateschitz has done for Formula One and countless drivers, including the careers of Sebastian Vettel and numerous others. And as I said, as far as I'm aware, Gerhard Berger was the first Red Bull sponsored driver. So we've nearly done an hour. Yeah, we're coming up to an hour. I would like to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining me on this short notice stream. You know, we had a blast. I really enjoyed it, and I must say a huge thank you to everybody who's who's supporting my channel and my work that I do, because I spend a lot of effort and time on these videos for you, and I really hope that you enjoy them. I certainly do. Um, yeah, and for some reason, my subscriber my subscriber numbers have skyrocketed recently as well. All right, so I'll see you soon for another video, and I'll see you soon for another live stream. All right, speak to you soon, guys. Bye.